Hello and welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero, the under the sea survival game with an Arctic twist. Okay, we're going to talk about finding the laser cutter, which comes in 3 fragments today. The laser cutter is going to be needed to gain access to certain other story-driven parts of the game, which I'm not going to spoil here, but we need them. Let's just leave it like that. No spoilers there. Enough spoilers by finding the pieces, shall we say. So, from my last video, you would have seen I've already got my sea truck. I've got the fragments for that, which were located all the way around this rocket island, as we like to call it. We're going to jump in the sea truck, and we're going to make our way over to what we call the monkey, the sea monkey nest. And the sea monkey nest in the kelp forest is where we're going to find a hell of a lot of items. Now, while on the subject of sea monkeys, let's talk a little bit about them. Now, these really are a pain in the backside, especially around the kelp forests with the creeper vines and that sort of thing. You would have seen them close to the pod where you originally started out from. If you're carrying an item, they will, should we say attack? No, they will steal from you whatever item you are currently carrying. And that basically starts off by a chirp. Then you see them, they're chasing you, then they've got hold of you, try and push them away, and then lo and behold, your item is gone. Now, as you can see, we're heading due west, away from our starting position at Rocket Island, towards the Arctic kelp forest and Arctic kelp caves. Now, here's the thing. This is where the sea monkeys have their nest, so it's not much of a stretch to think that these cheeky little monkeys, and you can see, here is a lovely creeper vine poking up from a cave now, which basically says that's an entrance to the caves. There's going to be some technology items in it that they've scavenged around the entire area. Now, I've got my sea truck with me. I'm going to do a bit of investigation without the sea truck, because it's quite easier to get around. I don't want to incur too much damage, but it's always handy using the sea truck as a mobile command base to replenish your air. Now, what I'm doing is I'm looking for a cave going downwards, and these caves are what's going to contain the nests. And then I'm going to bring the sea truck over and see how far down I can take it. Now, the sea truck is completely modified at this stage in the game, and here's my cave entrance downwards. So it only goes down to 150 meters. Well, that's better than nothing, because I haven't got to go all the way to the top and spend, not enough time. And straight off, you can see I have found a sea monkey nest, which I've scanned. And inside is a sea monkey egg. But you can also see laser cutter fragments. Now, even though there's several fragments here on this nest, one scan equals one fragment. So, ideally, what you have to do is get back up to the old sea truck, bring it down as far as you possibly can, use that as the mobile oxygen base, and keep on exploring. Things you're going to find in these caves: the ultra high capacity oxygen tank, propulsion cannon, and the laser cutter, I believe. So these are the things you could generally be looking for. The caves are vast, they're very intricate as well, very easy to get turned around inside these caves and to lose your bearings and your direction. So I say it's very worthwhile getting the old sea truck down there and making the most of it and having a good explore without worrying about yourself running out of air, especially before you get that ultra high capacity tank. So in case you miss it at the beginning of this video, here are the coordinates: -532, -80, -89. That's the general area where you're going to find these caves and nests and the kelp. Get in there and have a good look around. It's amazing what you're going to find, though it is fraught with a little bit of peril, what with all the sea monkeys floating around in their mischievous nature. Also keep an eye on any damage that your sea truck, if you are indeed using the sea truck, is going to incur as well, and the power. This early on in the game, I haven't got any additional modules, like I've said, so it is susceptible for an awful lot of damage. Nothing stopping you hopping out and doing some collecting of items as well. Creep vine to make fiber mesh, the creep vine seeds to make lubricant. But when going down into the caves, be very careful. Keep an eye on your maximum depth as well as you go down into the caves. And try not to get too sidetracked with other shiny materials like, quartz and other stuff. And there you can see I've got another sea monkey cave there as well. There's the nest. I've just gone past my crush distance. I'm going to go up a little bit further. 149, 148, something like that. They're going to pop out. go down, scan everything, and get some additional fragments hopefully without anything being stolen from me. So there's a sea monkey nest, and there's an ultra high capacity tank fragment, but only one of them. So I'm going to have those sea monkey eggs as well, because they're cheeky monkeys. And then while I'm down there, probably worthwhile having a bit of a swim around. So make sure you've got a flashlight with you as well, and everything else. Now there's a few nests in this one particular area that I've found, so it's worthwhile, you know, keeping an open mind and having a good scan. And you can see a crashed sea truck that I took down below the crush depth on my last attempt of this. Not keeping an eye, you see, on the maximum distance. You can't salvage anything, you can't scan anything. That's just the end of it. That's a broken sea truck, and I've lost all those materials. So as I've mentioned, it's very easy to get turned around here. Be careful as well, because even though you're that far down, there's also the sulfur and the crash fish that come out. So be warned about that, because they do explode really close to you, and that doesn't give you a little bit of a detriment to your health bar. So you might want to have a med pack with you as well, just in case. Of course, you can extend your oxygen whilst being outside of the sea truck by just packing an additional oxygen tank as well. So that will actually double it anyway, so you can have a good explore down there. That's one good method that we learned from Subnautica on how to do this, let alone Subnautica Below Zero. Also, have a look at the plants as well and take some samples, scan them up, those purple violet things. But like I say, it's very easy to get turned around. I've got my laser fragments that I found down in the cave now, and now it's time to get back all the way over to my fabricator and my base that I've built by the rocket base, and do some fabrication. So it's not an elaborate base just yet. I've got the multi-purpose rooms, I've got a hatch, a couple of windows, and I've shored it all up with braces inside. But I do have a jukebox, everybody. Yes, I do. So there's my fabricator over there. Let's see what is needed. Okay, so I've got some items there as well. I need to dispatch. Going through the blueprints that I've acquired. There's my ultra high capacity tank. I need to get a few more of those. So diamonds, batteries, titanium, crystalline sulfur, and that will get me a laser cutter. And then that's going to let me progress to the next stage of the game. Things like, you know, the sunken ship and that sort of stuff. So, been to my stores, got my items. Let's get myself over to the fabricator. There's the laser cutter. Using the battery, the diamond, the sulfur, and then the titanium. And that's got me my laser cutter. And I'm ready to progress to the next level and stages of the game. Running a bit low on food, so a few nutrient bars and some water. Going to stock up on all that sort of thing and get rid of and clear my inventory for the next stage of the game. So, I've been Ricardo. Thanks very much for watching. This has been how to find the laser cutter fragments in the Arctic sea kelp caves, where all those sea monkeys are lurking. Check back for more videos in the series. I hope you enjoyed it. Put it in the comments if you already have. Like and subscribe, because that goes a long way on YouTube these days. See you soon. Swim safe.